What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Market Marauders, beating the market one trade at a time. Feeding Market Marauders investment channel helps you find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you smash the subscribe button down below, like, comment, and share. Now, I'll be going into week 2 of the Grow Your Portfolio to $1 Million Challenge. So it was a pretty rough week ahead, but still able to lock in some profits. So I'm going to go over my trades. First things first, make sure you add me on IG, market_marauders. And make sure you add my clothing company, sus_clothing_brand. Copy some merch. Make sure you get some nice t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve shirts for fall. Without further ado, let's jump back into it. So this is the portfolio. This is the current value that it's at right now. This is the buying power. So it's the cash that we have in the portfolio. With some crazy moves made this week, so let's jump into them. I will be updating this so it's not as ghetto as it is right now. We'll be converting this to an Excel file. Just been too lazy to do it. But yeah, I'll be converting this to an Excel file so it'll look a lot cleaner to track that. So on week 2, the first one was Nike. So I was able to make a $48 profit from that. So let's jump into Nike. So ticker sign NKE. And yeah, Nike was on the community tab for this week. So if you go to the community tab, I post the plays for every week on earnings and different stocks that I'm looking at for my watch list. And Nike was one of the ones that was on it because their earnings were this week. I definitely was able to capitalize on that one. So if you look down here, I bought an option with the $140 strike price on September 22nd, sold the next day for $65. So, $17 I bought, and then sold the next day for $65. And that was all based off the play from the Tuesday earnings. So if you're interested in some of the plays and some of the stuff on my watch list, so you can execute these trades before they happen, make sure you check out the community tab because I try to post a lot of them on there before I even execute them myself. So it definitely was nice to be able to execute that and get that profit from that one. So going to the next one, we have JFrog, which ticker sign is FROG. I was able to lock in a profit of $13.45 from that one. So let's go to ticker sign FROG for JFrog. Now they recently IPO'd, and so I bought them at their IPO. So I had bought 2 shares. I bought a share at $68.73. Then I bought a share at $68.55. So that made 2 shares. Then I sold both of my shares at a price of $75.37 each, to a total of $150.73. So I made a slight profit on both of those, which totaled to this $13. So on here I have my buy. This is just basically both of the prices combined together to make that $13.28. And the sale is obviously both of those combined when I sold both of them. So a nice little profit for that one. Now let's go into Nikola. Nikola did not do what I thought I was going to do, but lesson learned from that. Let's go to Nikola, see how they performed. So for Nikola, that's the past. It's old contract that I had. So going into this one for Nikola, we see that I bought on the 22nd and sold on the 23rd. I bought 1 share. I thought it was going to go up, but with the whole Trevor Milton stuff going on, it was too risky of a play in my personal opinion to even jump into. But I'm glad I did, sell when I did sell because it went down even further. If we look at the stock itself, it's at 19 something, and it still hasn't gone back up to the price that it was at when I sold it. So I'm glad I was able to jump out of that one. Also, make sure you look at your risk management because if something's going down in a negative way, make sure you can jump out. Don't try to, get diamond hands or iron hands. Try to hold on to it forever. If you see it going, down, try to jump out. Just take the loss. And I'm glad I jumped out and took, this little bitty loss of $3.66 instead of waiting until today to sell it to get a loss of like $10. So that's just a lesson on that one. Oracle, we see on here, I bought at 105 and sold at 110 for a $5 profit. So let's go to Oracle and see that one. So yeah, Oracle sold for 110. So that's the sell on there. Had 10 contracts sold for $11 each. And then the other one was the buy. I'm not going to go into here because there are a bunch of times I tried to execute this multiple days and it wouldn't execute. So but I was able to get out of that and make a little profit from that. Now last one on here, the one that burned me for this week was Tesla. Tesla has been the stock that has bring me the most joy and the most pain at the same time. So let's go into Tesla. So Tesla, as soon as I sold it, and like minutes after I sold it, it decided to go up. So I was pretty upset about that one. Going into it, we could see here, so yeah, I sold for $357.32. It was like, complete mistake on that one. Sold, for such a small amount. It was like down here when I sold, like at its absolute bottom, and I was like, the stock's gonna keep going down. It's been doing bad, even after Battery Day, and for some reason I was like, I'm just gonna go on a sale, cut my losses and take my money. And literally, it went up immediately after that, and it's just continued to go up. So lesson learned on that one. But overall, still ended the week positive, $10.77. So I am excited about that. Progress, in my opinion, for the week to end at a positive note. Now going into the ones that I still have, still holding on to this KMX, which I should have sold this week before earnings, but I didn't, so I may be stuck with that one. Tesla one I bought a while ago, was waiting for that to go up. Hopefully it turns around next week, but we'll see depending on the volatility on how it ends the week tomorrow. We got this Walmart 210, still negative on that one. The Apple one negative on that one, but hopefully this one will turn around. Given the 5G announcement for the phone, hopefully that's the week before this or the week of this. I think projections were October 12th for the week that this is going to be debuted. So hopefully, it'll rally before that and I'll be able to exit that. This Intuit and this BBY, I don't know if I'll be able to execute on those or turn a profit on those, so I'll just still be holding on to those. The Pfizer, this one is way out in the future, so I'm not really looking at to execute that one too soon. So yeah, still holding on to that one. So the ones that I have for just stocks in general, I still got AM and HL. I still have one share of Apple that I'm holding on to, still waiting for this to turn positive. Not too far away from that. And then I have these 2 shares of Snow that I bought at IPO, still going down that price. But today, the price action was pretty good. So as soon as those turn positive, I do plan on selling those to lock in some profits on that, because that's capital I could be using for other trades. So drop a comment down below. Tell me which stocks you guys are looking at for the week. Tell me if this video is helpful. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.